and welcome back to Cemetery Mary. I want to try and finish this today. Not in this video, just today for me, because I have so much going on. And if I don't finish it, then I'll have to do more work because the settings and stuff, and it's fine. Also, I fixed my camera, which had a weird thing going on where it was like completely undersaturated, so sorry about that. I have no idea how long that's been going on. Probably a while. I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, sorry. Alright, it's been a few days since that night. When Croven got up the morning after it, he had a humongous hangover. He was stuck home with me because, well, there was no way I was letting him out when he seemed so sick. I reminded him not to drink so much. It wasn't healthy for him. He didn't really seem to care, though. Twilight has been texting me, too. I haven't really seen her in person since seeing her at the club, but she texts me often. Sometimes we'll agree to meet up somewhere, but something always seems to get in the way, so we haven't been able to yet. I feel bad, though. She texts me updates a lot of things she's wondering about. What? Weapons, methods, potential victims, but I oftentimes don't know what to say in return, or ever really have anything to show her. I've been wondering if I should start investigating on my own, as to not let her down, but she seems so confident in what she's doing. I wouldn't even know where to start, and I don't even know how I would start, anyway. So for now, I've just been staying home. It's been raining a lot too, so it's not the most apt time to be outside anyway. But even though I haven't left the house in a while, I've been able to stay entertained. Oh, cute! The How to Talk to Ghosts book. Okay, I'm really excited about this. I feel like we're going to be able to talk to some ghosts. I started reading the book that Croven had won me in the crane machine. Ooh, I wonder if ghosts stole her parents. Ooh. I read this, I think. When I saw the title, How to Talk to Ghosts, I figured it was, well, figurative. I thought it would be some spooky story with a clever title, but to my surprise, it's written as more of an instructional guide. It's a very interesting read, and I'm curious about how they got all this information anyway. As previously mentioned, ghosts exist on a different plane of existence, that much is obvious. Fair. Yet they can communicate with us, despite their beings existing on a separate layer from ours. We see time and time again their attempts to reach us. Perhaps it's because they are angry, perhaps it's because they are lonely. Does each ghost exist on their own, or do spirits share a realm with one another, expanding and everlasting? Is there a heaven, is there a hell, or is there only purgatory stretching for miles beyond what we can comprehend? These are questions I cannot yet answer, for if I could, I wouldn't be here writing this right now, would I? But there is a question I have been able to answer. Since ghosts can make contact with us, I've often wondered, could we contact them? Sure, you've heard of psychics and mediums and whatnot, but that is only half of what I'm talking about. Being born with the innate ability is a factor, of course, but I want to delve deeper than that. Despite where they may exist, they can clearly affect things in our realm. They can reach us, and like one-way glass, I know they can see us. But what if we could see them? Is it not enough to hear them? It is not enough to hear them. I wanted to see them, to travel to where they are. I believe that when you die, perhaps your soul can become unrestricted. But what if we could accomplish the opposite? What if a living being had the ability to unrestrict itself before death? Perhaps this sounds like crazy talk, but no, I wanted to read that. But you'll find that I successfully... Oh. My phone is ringing. Hello? Yo, where are you? Huh? What do you mean? I'm at home. What? Well, that's lame. I thought you'd be out by the cemetery by now. That's kind of your thing, right? Well, I mean, it's raining, no? Nah, just a little cloudy out. Besides, I was going to be heading there, so I thought I'd meet up with you or something. Then we could, like, get lunch or dinner or whatever later, I don't know. That sound good to you? Oh, well, I could leave now if you'd like. Yeah, come on. I should be there by the time you get here. So don't keep me waiting long. Dang it. She doesn't have enough to contact a ghost yet. Well, it looks like I won't be stuck at home all day after all. I put down my book and made sure the fire was completely out before going to meet with Croven. I felt so surprised, but it was nice. to see that he wanted to spend more time with me. I hope that this will continue. And when my parents come back, maybe everything will start feeling a bit more normal again. Okay. I hopped off the bus, arriving in town again. It was very cloudy, but the air didn't feel moist at all. Maybe the rainy weather would finally take a break. I made my way over to the cemetery once again. I hoped that I didn't keep Croven waiting too long. But I was a bit surprised when I arrived. Is he with his friends? Hey, you made it. Mars? Oh, yeah, I'm here. Croven's other friends were here too. Why are we waiting for her again? Ooh, fuck off. We already know how to get where we want. What? Hey, chill out. Mary loves this place. I figured if we were going to be here anyways, we might as well invite her. Well, we're all here. Let's go. Ew. We all stepped through the cemetery gates. Theodore and Zaparo kind of walked ahead, but I pulled Croven to the side and had him walk a bit behind with me. Huh? Something wrong? I'm sorry, Croven. But when you invited me to hang out, I thought it was just going to be the two of us. Oh, I see. But this is still cool, right? I mean, you like them, don't you? Well, seriously? I don't know. Oh, come on, Mars. They're not that bad. Do they even like me that much? Yeah, sure they do. Is this about their Scary Mary comments? Well, it's not just that. They're all types of assholes. Yeah, I thought so. But hey, they're not like that. Promise you. You just met them in the wrong environment. That's all. It'll be fine. Alright. We started to walk closer to the other two again. I did appreciate how he looked sorrowful that we felt bad. It doesn't mean anything that he's still subjecting us to the thing that made us feel bad, but I still appreciate that he wasn't just like, heh, and disregarded our feelings just because they're his friends. I know the cemetery like the back of my own hand, but I wasn't sure exactly where we were going. Or rather, I didn't know where they were going. So, do you guys come here often? I spend a lot of time here and all. But I can't say I remember seeing you guys here before. Nah, not really. It's not quite our vibe. But it's good for a few things every now and again. Are we here to visit someone then? Ha! As if. You'd never catch me here looking for some overwatered pansy. Even when I'm dead. What? Then, why are we here? Ah, there it is. I get a break into the mausoleum. I watched as Theodore approach one of the old trees near a usually forgotten corner of the cemetery. There's not a lot of graves here. At least, not yet. And this tree doesn't provide much shade compared to the others. I watched as Theodore stuck his hand into a hole in the tree. I always figured that squirrels and birds lived in those, so I never went out of my way to bother them. But when I saw what Theodore pulled out, I was very upset to say the least. What is that? What's in there? What, this? It's just the good stuff. Or, well, bad stuff, if you want to get technical. Just needed somewhere to hide it that wasn't home for a while. You know how cups and dumbass landlords can be. And so you hid it here? How dare you? What's the problem? Not like anyone ever comes here anyways. Wait, is it drugs? It's drugs, isn't it? It's fucking drugs. I do. You can't just hide this junk here. Especially junk like that. What do you think this place is? This isn't just some park or a stretch of woods. This is a cemetery. I'm going to save. I do think that the most important one is that there are families here. Because, like, grieving people might not keep the best eye on their children. Like, maybe they know, oh, hey, my child is over there, I could see them. And they don't expect them to find drugs in a tree. There's families here. Sons, daughters, moms, dads, and grandparents. They're all here. And you'll be here one day too, right? You'll join them and you'd be so pissed if somebody did the same thing to you. This is someone's final resting place. How dare you try and taint it, disrespect it, treat it this way. Yo, Mars. Maybe you want to chill the fuck out a little bit? It isn't that big of a deal. How can you say that? How would you feel if someone came into your home and just started wrecking everything? I bet you didn't even think to learn a single name in here. I can't believe you even think something like this is okay. I won't stand for it. Whoa, hey, pause off. No, you don't deserve to even have this. Using this place as your hiding ground? We were gonna leave with it anyway. Not soon enough. It shouldn't have even been here to begin with. You shouldn't even have this kind of stuff in the first place. It's good for nothing anyway. Let go already. I don't know what happened. I think I might have just pulled too hard and I was suddenly thrust backwards. And the next thing I knew, everything was dark. And then in that darkness, I heard giggling. Oh, weird. And my eyes began to adjust to the light and I found myself somewhere quite strange. Hi. Is this a ghost? This music is cute. What? Hiya. Hello? Where am I? You're on my boat. I've already got dibs on being captain, by the way. Guess you're going on this adventure with me. Huh? Where are we going? I don't know. That's what makes it an adventure. Oh, it sounds fun, but I was just with my friends, wasn't I? I was so confused. Where was I? And who's this girl? And are my eyes okay? Yeah, but we're friends too, right? Are we? I'm sorry. I can't say I remember you. Yeah, you do. Come on. Just because I'm a kid doesn't mean I'm stupid. You're always here. I am. Am I? Yeah. You come by to give me flowers like all the time. Huh? Oh, thanks, by the way. I think it's kind of overdue. Thanks. For the flowers, dummy. Mom always taught me to say please and thank you, especially when someone does something nice for you. And I think he'd want me to say thanks too. So maybe, could you please have a teddy bear next time? Oh, could I please? Huh? The flowers are pretty and all, but I really want a new teddy bear. And I think you'd choose a really great one, especially with your taste in flowers and stuff. So, pretty please with the cherry on top and everything? Wait, I'm sorry, please slow down. I'm still a little confused. How did I get here? Who are you? Oh, I can answer that one. I'm Sunny. Some people here started calling me Sunshine, though. Here, wait, Sunny? Sunny Day? Her name is Sunny Day. Yeah, but Sunny is... Oh, right. I'm Mary, by the way. It's nice to meet you. So, that teddy bear? Oh, yes. Yeah, I could bring one. I'll add it to my shopping list so I can bring it next time I come around. But in order to do that, I'll have to find my friends again. Maybe we'll find them on our adventure. Yeah, maybe, but... Am I dreaming? I must be, right? But this... It doesn't feel like a dream. And Sunny... What's the matter? Oh, it's nothing. I'm just trying to make sense of it all. Okay, but take it easy. You'll give yourself a headache if you think too hard. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Do you hear that? Hear what? Mary! Huh? Oh, thank fuck. Jesus, Croven. The fuck are you hanging out with these drug dudes anyway? Mary, are you okay? Yeah, Ow, no. My head. What happened? You fell back on one of the headstones, then you were out cold. It scared the shit out of me. I was gonna bring you to a hospital or something if you didn't wake up soon. Oh. What about your friends? They left. Don't worry about it. Oh. Dicks. Like, who does that? Even if you're fighting, who just leaves somebody who got knocked out? You know, somebody who could be seriously injured, who just leaves like that? When, like, Croven's your friend, and you just left him, like, what if he needed help taking Mary to the hospital, you know? Assholes. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to. I said don't worry about it. We won't hang out here anymore, okay? So just drop it. I promised you lunch, didn't I? Let's go. She should probably still go to the hospital. Croven helped me stand up, and once it was confirmed that I could stand without a problem, he began to make his way to the exit. but I had to check something first. She hid her head on Sunny's grave. I looked over to the headstone that I had supposedly knocked myself out on. They had a name engraved on it. Sunny Day. Was what I just experienced really a dream? But of all the dreams I could have had. I thought back to the book I read, How to Talk to Ghosts. Maybe, just maybe, I'd have to try and see it again for myself. But maybe it really was. Mary, come on. I'm coming. I hurriedly made my way to Croven's side and we quietly went to lunch that day. Neither of us really said much. I felt bad. I knew Croven and I didn't grow up completely the same, but I had no idea the kind of friends he made were people like this either. Did he always hang around people who acted like this? I didn't know how to feel. The Croven that I saw around these people isn't the Croven I'm used to. Who's the Croven I know? Is he just a ghost too? No, I shouldn't think like that. I just didn't want to think about it at all. We kind of went home together after that. I don't know why. It was just like neither one of us wanted to just go on with our day afterward. So even though we weren't talking, we both went home together. I hope he feels bad, did you guess? He should stop being friends with them, though. They're obviously not very nice. We stayed in separate rooms the rest of the day, just did our own thing. Neither one of us felt like talking about it. Dinner was quiet, and I think the only thing I heard him say that evening was goodnight as I retired to my room. If only I was really going to bed then. Hello again. You're still here, right? Of course I am. Is everything okay? Yes. On my side, at least. Is everything okay with you? No. Today was harder than normal. Why is that? So my thought is that, I want this person to be more open with us. So hopefully if we're more open with them, they'll be more open with us. That's my thought anyway. Things were just stressful, that's all. I don't really want to talk about it with you. I just wanted to be honest in my answer. I understand. I'm sure you're carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders. Please take things easy on yourself. I'm positive the last thing you need is more stress right now. It's funny you say that, considering you're one of the things that worries me most. I see. I shouldn't worry you more than I have to then. Good night, Mary. Ah, you dick. A day or two passed since then. Not much had happened, but I've been a bit unable to stop thinking about my encounter with Sunny. It was just so bizarre to me, out of anything I could have dreamt up. Unless, of course, I had really spoken to a ghost that day. That couldn't have been possible, and yet I thought back to the book I read, but I don't understand. I hadn't done anything special. I didn't recite any chant or practice any written method. Why would I suddenly be able to speak to a ghost? Maybe it's just a weird coincidental dream after all. I had to be sure. I hope we bring her a teddy bear. I decided to head back down to the cemetery during the morning. Even though I knew a general area of where everyone was, I didn't really have an idea of who I was really looking for. I think you might be interesting. I decided I sat myself down by the grave and then shifted myself into a laying position over top of it. This felt weird, but I had to know. I shut my eyes and tried to think of nothing more than sleep, hoping that I could somehow fall asleep soon. I'm not sure exactly when, but I did. For I woke up to the sound of a graceful violin. Whoa. It happened again, just like with Sunny. I woke up somewhere new. This is a theater, isn't it? It's soaked in shades of green. I'd never been in a place like this before. It felt like a dream, and yet not quite. It wasn't quite a dream, right? What is this place? Take a whiff. I really should stop saving, honestly. Like, what is this gonna do for me? There's so many choices. Let's look around. I was in an old theater. The seats surrounding me seemed dusty. It looked as if they hadn't been sat in for quite some time. There was no one here except for me and a violinist on the stage. I don't know if they noticed me here or not. Regardless, they continued playing. I looked around again. What's wrong with me? Eh. Take a whiff. I just assumed that the first choice had been removed. I took a deep inhale, trying to smell what I could. Everything smelled faintly of lilies, but I couldn't see any flowers here at all, which, in my opinion, is a little sad. Such a lovely musician should at least receive a bouquet. Feel. I reached out and touched the chairs. Although I could see that they had a fabric covering, they felt like anything but. The dust did not come off onto my hands, and the chairs themselves felt like dollhouse furniture, plastic-like, fake. Listen. The sound of an elegant violin reverberated through the theater. The violinist atop the stage continued to play despite the fact that I was the only one here. It was beautiful to listen to. I felt as if I could sit in one of these chairs and listen for hours. But I know I did not have that kind of time. Still, what a shame to cut off such a performance so early. Alright, we'll approach the stage. I walked up to the stage, the musician's image becoming clearer to me as I did. They noticed me approaching, shifting their gaze onto me. They slowly stopped playing their violin. They placed it off to the side, expecting me to join them on the stage. So I did. I climbed up the short stairs that led up onto the stage, the echoes creaking loudly in the huge room. The musician then gestured to an extra stool, hiding just behind the curtain. I grabbed it and placed it beside theirs. Lydia and Walton? The one and only. It really is you. Well, I don't see who else it would be. You're supposed to be dead, aren't you? Yes. And I am. So it all checks out, does it not? I mean, I guess so. Then what brings you here, my dear? Well, sleep, I guess. Sleep? That's a tad silly, don't you think? Silly. You're playing violin in an empty theater. It's not empty. You're here after all. Well, I suppose you have a point. Wait, I'm getting off topic. I wanted to talk about... How is this possible? How should I know? I'm not the dead person expert here. Well, neither am I. Are you sure? You're the one always visiting us after all. I'd say you're more like us than them, if anything. Me? Visiting? But I've never been here before. Well, maybe once before, but that's it. Nonsense. You're always here. I'd even say you're here more often than you are. I don't understand. Oh, I'm sure you don't, little flower girl. I suppose all those petals that find their way upon my stage just happen to fall from the sky. I don't follow. Silly, silly, silly. You're always bringing flowers. Do you think we don't receive them? Wait, sorry. Are you telling me when I bring flowers, they wind up here? Seems so. Then I really am talking to a dead person right now. Not very quick, are you, dear? That's alright. Sorry, it's very exciting to be actually talking to you. Yes, I used to get that a lot. Although normally in a different context. This is so... Wait, I'm a bit confused though. Lydia and you... Yes? Well, it's just that, according to your tombstone and all... Yes, what about it? Well, if it's correct... You shouldn't be this young. You look like you could be my age. But how can that be? You died when you were in your 70s. It's true. Then, well, I guess I'm just having trouble understanding, because you look very good for your age. Very funny. But no, it's true that I died in my 70s. I just liked my looks better when I was younger. Can you blame me? I believe this was my prime. Wait, so you're telling me that you... marry? And once again, I was ripped out of this strange world by a very familiar voice. What the fuck are you doing here, Groven? Mars, what are you doing? He looks so concerned. You okay? Groven moved out of the way as I stood up on my own 2 feet, brushing the dirt off myself. Hello. Hi. No offense, but what the fuck were you doing? We have pets at home, you know. What are you doing here, by the way? Like, why are you here? You don't have to sleep on the ground. You're not going narcoleptic on me, are you? No, it's nothing like that. I did it on purpose, actually. Why? It's like, I don't know how else to say it, but I think, yeah, I think I can talk to ghosts. Don't laugh. I'm being serious. Yeah, no, I believe you. So, did Jasper the Friendly Ghost invite you over for tea, or Croven? I really am being serious. I swear I'm not lying. If I could prove it to you, then... Hey, come on. You don't gotta get like that. If you're serious, then I believe you. But, sleeping outside is kinda a little fucking dangerous, yeah? So maybe, like, don't do that. Especially all by yourself. Ah, right. Well... Yo, Croven. I thought you guys weren't coming here anymore. Croven and I turned our heads to look towards the cemetery gates. Theodore and Zapara were on the other side. Theodore was waving over to us, hand high in the air. Zapara had her hands gripped tightly around the bars of the gate. She was bouncing up and down as if trying to get Croven's attention, as if we couldn't already see them. Croven turned around and walked over to the gate to talk to them, but they still didn't step inside. I followed behind, at a distance. Well, 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 look who finally decided to show up. Oh, I hate them. Oh, look at Mary, cute little Mary out in the background. Us? What about yourself? I'm always where I'm supposed to be. What you doing in here anyway? Thought we weren't allowed in here anymore. Yeah, but I saw Mars asleep in here and had to wake her up. Asleep? She's a fucking narcoleptic or something? Nah. At least pretty sure she's not. She just thinks she can talk to ghosts, that's all. Ha 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 ha. Oh man, I fucking hate her. You're kidding. Hey, don't laugh so loud. Can she show us then? Hehe. I wanna see. I don't know, let's see. Yo, Mars, Croven called out to me. You wanna show the boys what you can do? Huh? Show us you can talk to ghosts. We were gonna go to a haunted place anyway. Haunted? Yeah, we were just gonna dick around, maybe pick up a Ouija board or something on the way there. But if you could talk to ghosts, then that's just as good, right? Ugh, I don't wanna go. But also I do wanna go. I wanna see what happens if we go. Okay, I'll come with. Really? Yeah, maybe it'll be fun. Woohoo! Come on, let's go. I followed Croven and his friends out of the cemetery. I wasn't even sure where we were going, but I felt as though I couldn't decline their invitation, especially since things didn't end that great with us last time, and I didn't want to leave a bad impression, but it was fine. I was sure that if I just stayed close to Croven, I'd probably be okay. I followed close behind as they walked, talking amongst themselves. I wasn't really tuned into their conversation, too busy caught up in my own thoughts. And then, after walking a while, we entered a much different part of the city. This area of the city was more suburban than anywhere else. There were actual, houses. The kind with lawns and stuff, not just apartments. They weren't anything too special, just standard houses. I guess a house is worth it if you really value your privacy, but these areas of town always felt so out of place. And since there were only houses here, no shops or anything like that, I felt like a trespasser entering this neighborhood. Even if all we were doing was walking around. Like I said I would, I stayed close to Croven, and I made note of the house they were approaching, and then stopped in front of it. Whose house is it? It for sure looks haunted. Here she is. This house. It was a bit bigger and nicer than the others on this road. Had it not been for the state of disrepair that I was in, you could see the cracks in the windows all the way from the sidewalk, not to mention all the tall and unruly grass that probably hadn't been cut in ages. It looked like there was probably some sort of gate or fence at one point, but not anymore. There was nothing stopping us from waltzing right up to the front door. This house is haunted? We'll just look at it. What makes this haunted? Are you telling me this doesn't look like the pinnacle of a haunted house to you? Just because it's old and abandoned doesn't mean it's haunted. Agreed. But have you ever thought of why it might have been abandoned? People leave things behind all the time. It doesn't mean anything. Come on, no bickering. You're wasting time. Let's just go in already. We walked up to the front door. Croven was able to open it with no resistance at all. As soon as the door was open, an awful stench flooded out from the inside of the house. How long has this place been abandoned for? Ooh. The picture frame on the wall, I want to, make note of the, swoop of the hair and what they're wearing. See if we can if like sometime later we meet them as a ghost. That'd be really interesting, right? We stepped into the house and through an archway which led us into what looked like a living room. It was in shambles, to say the least. I coughed after a few steps inside. It felt hard to breathe, as if there was too much dirt in the air to really breathe properly. It was all very gross. Yuck. Didn't realize how fucking moist this air would be. Haven't you been here before? Kinda. Doesn't matter. We're here, so go on. Do your thing. Oh, what? The ghost thing? Duh. That's kind of what we're all here for. What she means is we'd like to see you talk to ghosts, like you claim to be able to. Oh, right. Well, I mean, it isn't that easy. So far, I've only been able to do it when I'm asleep. And, well, you just woke me up a little while ago. Ah, come on. I'm sure you can do it. You have to at least try. Wouldn't drag you all the way out here for nothing. But we don't even know if this place is haunted. What if it's just a waste to begin with? Well, there's only one way to check that then, isn't there? Still, like I said, I just woke up, you know. I got stuck. I know I'm usually pretty good at, like, just falling asleep wherever, but I don't think I can fall asleep this quickly after waking up. Croven can sing you a lullaby. Fuck now. You do it. Ah, Crow, you know my singing voice isn't as angelic as yours. Mars, would you be able to fall asleep if I sang a lullaby? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Crow Boy's gonna sing for us, haha. Fuck you, it's not for you. Croven seemed embarrassed. Lay down on the couch. I'll try singing for you. Aw, exciting. I did what he asked of me. Everyone was already here and I didn't want to let anyone down. Besides, it couldn't hurt to try, right? I laid back onto the couch and closed my eyes, hoping that it wouldn't break beneath my weight. I heard Croven's friends begin to giggle amongst themselves as Croven cleared his throat, readying himself to sing to me. I must admit I almost giggled myself when I heard him start to sing Mary Had a Little Lamb. Although I'm not sure I would describe his voice as angelic, it was actually pretty nice to listen to. The only songs he usually sings along to are loud punk ones, so it was a nice change of pace. And despite how dank the air was and how itchy the sofa felt, I actually did end up finding myself drifting off to sleep. I hope we meet a ghost. Ha! Oh, we're in a bathtub. Oh, this is so weird. But also, I should probably end the episode. Yeah. Ah, dang it. Okay, thank you everybody for coming out and playing with me. I'm so excited to find out what happens next. I hope to see you in the next one. Make sure to stretch, drink some water, take care of yourselves. All right? Bye!